volume of different shots, I would say. Like it comes from inside and out, and it's heavy doses of both. And just the fluidity of the offense has always been difficult to guard. And I think just it's so much fun for me, whether I'm inside or I'm out, to be able to have people, to kick out to and playmakers. I think that's the biggest thing that makes offense go, is there's a number of people that can create shots for themselves, but also for others.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next question will be from Brandon Pope with WCIU. Brandon, please go ahead.
Candace, welcome to Chicago. Welcome back home to Chicago.
Thank you.
I'm curious what it would mean for you to bring a championship to this city. What significance would that have for you in your heart?
Man, I think it's crazy. It would be insane. I think anytime you're able to win a championship wherever you are, it's special. James said something crazy today. He said there's only been 24 teams that have felt good ending a season in the WNBA. Like, it kind of put things in perspective of how special it is to win a championship. With this being the 25th year, it's special anytime you win a championship, but especially at home, to do it where I first started playing basketball.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next question will be from Cheryl Ray-Stout with WBZ. Cheryl, please go ahead.
Hi, Candace. We were talking to the other your teammates, and they were talking about having an identity of defense, something that you're bringing to the table. Where do you see it at right now? You've had training camp, and today is the only time you had everybody there. So where do you think the level of defense is right now?
I think we obviously have a lot more that we can work on, and I think that's going to come through playing together. But just establishing that we have an identity in what we're trying to do, I think that that's a huge step in the right direction. I was telling them, before, there's a lot of times where you're a great defensive team and you struggle to score in the half court. That's not the case with this guy, and that hasn't been the case before even I got here. They've always been able to score. And so to be able to kind of control your own destiny by picking it up defensively and having a more emphasis on what we're trying to do on schemes and sticking to the scouting report, I think is going to be a huge test for us. And, obviously we're capable of it on paper, but we gotta show it. We got to do it.
How interested are you going to see when you open up on national TV and you have Courtney Vandersloot as your point guard?
I'm really excited. Just the bit today got me amped just to play with her. You cut, your hand is there. I've got pretty good hands, so I'm excited to see what that leads to. I think just in terms of her IQ of the game, a lot of passing is anticipation and understanding what you do dictates what the defense does, and then making the pass on time. And I mean, she's done that her entire career. So it's a lot of fun to play with her.
Thanks. That's why she's called the general. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next question will be from Megan McCune. Megan, please go ahead.
Hi, Candace. Wanted to know for you, what's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make coming into this new situation so far?
I think that's the biggest thing. James has encouraged me to be me. Everybody's encouraged to be them. And I think that's powerful when you come into a situation. Now, yes, like from game to game, we're going to have to adjust to each other. But in terms of the style that they play and defensively, like what we're good at, I think it really kind of highlights, what I like to do. And so I don't think I've really had to change anything. I mean, obviously there's been a huge learning curve of learning new offenses and learning new players. And I think that's going to continue. But in terms of, changing who I am or what I do, I don't do that.
And to follow up, I know you spoke to playing with Vandersloot, but is there anybody else who's impressed you off the bat that maybe you weren't necessarily expecting to right away?
I mean, it's one of those things where I've played with Allie Quigley before, And I realized as an opponent how terrible it is to play against her because she's just constantly moving, cutting, like whatever you do, she has a counter. She's like that movement. I mean, I know how annoying it is to play against her. And so to be on the same team with her and understand like how well she moves without the ball and, being able to do some of the things that I do well and pick and rolls and, on isos with her on my side, it's just been like a breath of fresh air again. We played together in Fenner in Turkey and it was a lot of fun. But she's just constantly moving and doing things. And then defensively, like she's disruptive. I know she's not known for defense, but she does a lot of things. She gets in passing lanes, she gets her hands up, she knows the schemes. So it's been refreshing to play with her.
Nice, you don't have to chase her around anymore.
You're running out there late and she's gonna hit the shot anyway. So you're just doing it for film because she's gonna hit it. So
Coach is telling you in
you're late defensively.
Yeah. Thanks, Candace.
Yeah.
Next question will be from Eric Wilson with WKII. Eric, please go ahead.
Candace, I appreciate your time. First off, congratulations with your partnership with Capital One Cafe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, we know that both Stephanie and Stu are going to not be with the team the entire season. Is there an added sense on your end to kind of be not only more vocal, but also make sure that your presence is there while they're away?
Well, anybody that knows me knows that I'm vocal, so I don't think I'm going to change anything on that end. But I mean, obviously, we gotta figure it out, and I don't think it's one person that's going to be able to cover what they do and what they bring to the team. So it's going to have to be a team effort and collective. And I think that just from an IQ standpoint, Steph brings such a high level of IQ with her ability to obviously step out and shoot and things like that and post up, but just her passing, always being in the right spot at the right time. Stu, just her athleticism, her ability to offensive rebound. So we're going to have to collectively try to make that up and make do while they're gone.
And then a quick follow-up with regards to Ruthie, she's going into what some would consider her first real season because of what happened last year. How much interaction have you had with her? I know it's limited, but what have the two of you talked
about? I think it's just been positive interaction at practice. Obviously, I know her game. She knows my game. I think it's just continuing to learn each other and continue to grow. I mean, I didn't realize like